Good evening, people. Oh, time is 10:21 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, I'm going to share Turtle Boy. He's live talking about closing arguments today.
And he told you that there is no body laying on the lawn at 34 Fairview at 2:30 in the morning. He said there was no body there. He knows the property. He knows the owners. He's grown up with these folks. He passes by all the time.
I'm going to interrupt this for a minute, people. I saw a video from somebody today that was on YouTube where the FBI arrested 6 or 7 police officers that's involved in this out of, I think, maybe 71. But I wish I knew where it was because I wanted to share it. But, I'm not that smart. I want to thank those people, I think in Missouri, that came a new subscriber. I love you little puppies. And that's nice that you live out in the country like me. That's very good of you. He has Turtle Boy right now got 10,000 people watching this video. I want to thank Turtle Boy. If it wasn't for Turtle Boy, it wouldn't made the national news. As you seen Sunday in a video I shared that he put up where he got assaulted by that family who murdered O'Keefe. There's total. So let's get back to it.
Not once, not twice, 3 passes. There was nobody on that lawn, period,
So
at 2:30 a.m.
So strong.
By 3:30 a.m.,
the Fort Edge.
someone moved to Fort Edge in front of the very area that would obstruct.
The both of them were clearly insecure in the status of their relationship at the time.
Right.
Karen Reed was in a very vulnerable state due to her physical condition that she was ailing from, and she was afraid John was losing interest and was seeking affection somewhere else. It was her biggest fear, and that's what happened when he wasn't answering his phone. Her mind started racing with the alcohol, and if you listen to the things that she said, calling him a pervert, saying I know what you're doing, blah blah blah, she thinks that he's cheating. The more time that goes by, the more these thoughts escalate. This isn't somebody who just killed somebody. This is a person who has no idea what her boyfriend is doing, and she's in panic mode, trying and driving herself crazy with her own imagination.
That's true, people.
That's it, man. You hit the nail on the head.
Good young man, Turtle Boy.
Jesus Christ. I'm calling and you're not answering. Where are you? Pick up the phone. But there's still no answer. There's still no response. By 12:37, she's getting furious. She does not know that something has happened to John. She does not know that. So she leaves the first angry voicemail. Illustrates frustration, aggravation, all the normal responses anybody might have. You and I might have. But little did she know. The next open voicemail has Karen parking at John's garage after she gets home. You can hear her heels clicking across the garage floor. For all she knows at this point, John's just drunk, has been partying, he's hanging out, just forgot about her, blowing her off. But John's still not responding, and as the minutes tick by, Karen becomes increasingly upset. Those are the voicemails that you heard. How could he do this? Why is he ignoring me? Why is he ignoring the kids? Those are the thoughts bearing down on Karen Reed as she sat in an empty house late at night by herself. Ladies and gentlemen, she did not know what had happened to John. But within the next voicemail, you quickly learned what she was thinking.
People, as I mentioned earlier, I guess that this morning, when they was making their closing arguments. You saw the video from the police.
What she was feeling. Now it's 5:23 a.m. She's woken up. She's realized that he hasn't come home. He hasn't responded to a single text, not a single call. And anger.
You saw the video. The police was behind her in front of that house. You saw the red tail light lens. It wasn't broke like the prosecutor and the police said. If you all know anything about tail lights, you know they lying. As I said earlier, the FBI had warrants for 71 police officers. So far, they arrested 6 or 7 of them. It was a video on YouTube by somebody. I can't remember. I don't know how I found it, but to me, if the jury was going to find her not guilty, they would have came back for 30. I would think, it's an open and shut case, unless they want another day of pay. That's only my opinion. It scares me. The evidence is there for her not guilty. The state had evidence showing she didn't kill him. It told them exactly who killed him. They had the reports from the FBI. They could have declined this. I'm scared, people. You never predict what a jury would do. Have you all that been watching this, Karen Reed's story, you keep hearing mute, mic muted, mic unmuted. That's the FBI doing it by Zoom. I don't know how Zoom works. I don't know if they have a different code every time they load up or what. I can't answer that. Only your people on Zoom can answer that. But it scares me. They got it early this morning. They all should found her not guilty and go home. What's the holdup? It scares me, people. It should scare you. I know she's not guilty. The evidence is not there. You had state troopers live and the McAllisters where they found the body. If they arrest him, he's not going to go willing. I said he's probably going to commit suicide. Maybe the whole family's going to commit suicide. Save the taxpayers some money. That's only my opinion. Let's get back to Turtle Boy.
He turns to panic and abject fear. She's so distraught. She reaches out to him again. John, where the fuck are you? She says in tears and desperation. And at 6:03, question was answered, and her worst body laying, dying in the cold in Brian Albert's front yard. You heard her.
She does look like she wants to cry.
Feel the raw anguish. You could see it. You don't have to wonder the emotional journey that Karen traveled that night.
Like, I like the look she has. Not going to fault her for her looks or anything during the trial, but I wish she looked like this more like this during the trial. I think it would make her, not that I did think it's like the jury's, that if she looked like this more, the jury would like her a lot more. Not that they don't like her now, but go ahead.
I get what you mean, but I don't feel like it would have been as natural as it is now, because the vibe, the theme most of the time was, we're fucking roasting you on this stand. You know what I mean? So here she is, and she's been prepping for this for so long. A more natural response to the way that her team was defending her. It makes sense that she would have those looks of contempt and those looks of, yeah, motherfucker. You know, but here, you know, her team passionately describe how she possibly felt those, you know, and
Right.
I mean,
Right.
so it's bringing up memories. Like
Yeah,
it's
she's
that's why I
reliving the
feel like
trauma.
it's so genuine. You
Yeah.
know? It
Yeah, no,
feels so
like this,
genuine.
it is such a genuine look for her, because usually she looks very confident, and
Right.
the haters always point that out. She looks bitchy. This is a very good look that she had here.
Right.
I thought, you know, so
Right.
You can see it in the video. You can hear it in the audio. From the time he left her and walked into 34th Fairview, and she called, she reached out 53 times. She called him 53. Think about that. The common she called him up 53 times. She emotionally moved into panic, into grief. So 507, when she began her search for John, she backed out of the garage, and what would happen next would change the entire course of this case. As she backed out of that garage, she hit John's Traverse and cracked the rear tail. Commonwealth has
You
one
saw
result.
it on
It's
the
an immutable
video.
duty to provide you with the truth. That's it. Not to win the case, but to seek justice and to do it through the truth. Ask yourself, did you get that truth from the Commonwealth? The Commonwealth continually tried to tell you that that video showed that the SUV came close to John's Traverse, and it turned like 507. You can almost hear an audible gasp in the courtroom when we finally showed exhibits during my entire closing. But it's that important. And it's this. Look at the condition of her taillight when she pulls out of the driveway at 507.
Yeah.
That taillight, and let me choose my words very carefully here. That taillight is cracked, but it's not completely damaged. And if there was any question in your mind about the level of damage to that taillight at 507, all doubt was extinguished. When Dighton Police Officer Barrows walked into this courtroom, he's a sworn officer. He's not associated with Canton. He's not associated with the Albers. He's not associated with McCabe's. He doesn't know Michael Proctor. In other words, he doesn't answer to any of these folks. He's an outsider, and he's completely independent. And his words were the following, quote, that taillight was not completely damaged. It was cracked. A piece was missing, but not completely damaged.
But not completely
Take a look at
damaged.
this photograph and tell
Love
me
it. He was a great witness.
which one looks like
Yeah,
Officer
he was
Barrows'
fantastic.
The one on the left or the one on the right? The reconstructed light on the left is what that light looked like before it was in Trooper Proctor's possession. Remember that. That's what it looked like before Trooper Proctor had access to the SUV. And you had an independent police officer telling you so. You'll recall that after John's body was discovered, Lank, very good friend of the Alberts, walked into Brian Albert's house and had an off-the-record meeting with him. No one's ever going to know exactly what that meeting was about, what they discussed, because that interview, like everything else in this case, it wasn't recorded. It wasn't memorialized. But we do know shortly thereafter, the Canton Police Department was accused from the matter. Was assigned one.
You can't have a successful conspiracy with too many people. It's not realistic. The chances of that, I hear that all the time. And then I'm like, but think about it. It wasn't a good cover up because here we are.
Right.
So it didn't cover it up very well.
It was good for a while. I mean,
it totally. But once you realize how sloppy they were, I actually spoke to Jackson about this personally. We came back from lunch, and I was like, what do you think? Why are they for such a what's the word that I used for such an elaborate conspiracy? It was certainly sloppy. Why is that? And he was just like, they're power drunk. They all just, I figure it's just power.
Cockiness. They come to court. They do shit.
They
like
never
did today.
expected anyone to question.
You know, like that's the kind of shit. Oh, and I got the video, guys. By the way, I'm gonna play the video here now that I come to it. Now that I finally got it, of them entering. Speaking of how cocky they are, let me play this video. Them coming. I haven't watched this whole thing yet, but
yeah, look at this. A fucking like it's like Biden's coming through there.
Amazing. Why do they get like? You can't.
Like, it's a bicycle motorcade, bro. What?
As long as it's not harassment, you have a fucking right to stand in a parking lot and film. Like these people, like they're royalty. Do not say anything. You can say whatever you want to them.
Right.
Look at this bull
Yeah,
crap.
like these are
Free country.
goons.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're hired goons. Look at them. It's so bizarre.
They're in a public parking lot.
It's just some of the worst people I've ever seen, you know.
This is the buffer zone. Get going. Like, what the fuck does that mean? This is the buffer zone. Get going. Where does it say in the buffer zone you can't film? Did I miss that one?
Who's got the camera?
I don't know. Doesn't matter. But it's like,
I'm just curious. That's
like where in the buffer zone does it? Did it say you can't film? Did I miss that part? You say you can't post. It doesn't say about anything you can't film.
right.
Like, where did I miss that? Like, I mean, just look at this power hungry drunk. Look at this fucking guy. You're in the buffer zone. Get out.
Yeah.
Does that guy have a badge?
Yeah. Is he?
I see this guy everywhere. He's inside. Look at him fucking showing his badge.
Look at
Fuck
this
you.
guy. He looks like-
I see this guy every day. I'm gonna be like, who the fuck? Like, I'm gonna interview him. Like, so can you tell me, sir, like, why did you fucking flash your badge and tell people they can't film in public? Like, what makes you think that you have that right?
Dude, he's straight out of the Sabotage video from the Beastie Boys. Look at him. Like,
I know.
it's so weird how exaggerated and cliche he looks.
Look at him reaching for his fucking.
If you're right. Yeah, they're gonna be on TV.
Lock and load.
Look at Kerry Roberts.
Okay. I'll see you on the street.
It's a public parking lot, you dumbass people. So why is that screwing up?
Fucking pigs. Oh my god. Look at this escort that these cop killers get.
I know, it's insane. Escorted by cops.
Yeah.
And like itching to violate somebody's rights. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, just itching to do it. It's so bizarre. Like, they're just like, yeah, get back. You're in the buffer zone. Back
Yeah,
it
you
up.
know, right. Back it up.
Move it.
I was informed that the plow drivers were out that night. There would be a witness, potentially along 34 Fairview, at the exact times in question. Even Michael Trotta expressly told Michael Proctor that 34 Fairview had in fact been plowed that morning, and by whom. Proctor not only did not interview Brian Loughran, he never disclosed his name in a single report. He hid it. This is a witness who was literally on 34 Fairview at the time in question where a body was found on the lawn. Wouldn't you want to get the truth from an eyewitness? Wouldn't you want to seek that out? Not if you're Michael Proctor, a close friend of the Owls. If it were up to Proctor, he literally never would have heard of or found the additional physical evidence or some additional physical evidence presented by the Commonwealth in this case. You'll recall Christina Hanley. She established to a scientific certainty the glass on the bumper, which was told to you in opening statement, was going to have something to do with this case. The glass on the bumper was going to match that cocktail glass. She told you unequivocally the glass on the bumper did not match the cocktail glass. They came from two different sources. The glass on the bumper has nothing to do with the cocktail glass. So that glass on the bumper had to get there somehow. It didn't get there by being broken from the cocktail glass. See the point? It had to get on the bumper somehow. It didn't jump up there by itself.
If they could place that,
And what's
they could
really
place
interesting
anything.
is that there was one piece.
Make sure you go to the Turtle Boys
glass that was supposedly found
YouTube channel, subscribe,
of that matching glass.
and give him the thumbs up.
So the glass on the bumper was there. The only person who had anything close to matching the part of the pieces that had to be placed there is Michael Proctor. You do the math. That leads us to the magic hair. The Commonwealth spent a lot of time bringing in experts about mitochondrial DNA, maternal
The
DNA.
magic hair. That's powerful.
Really great neuroscience, except for the fact that it just doesn't matter. Why? Because you would have to believe that that little hair, tiny, tiny little hair, barely perched on the side of that SUV through survived nearly 75 miles of a raging blizzard outside.
Mhm.
That would be a magic hair indeed. And magic hair means nothing. The DNA means nothing. And that's because they are from somewhere else. It certainly was a motor vehicle incident at 34 Fairview on January 29th. That hair was placed there.
Why would they have a
The
place
DNA on the outside
that
of the tail of the
for
hair also
cop
merits further discussion.
killers?
John's DNA would be expected to be found all over that SUV, inside, outside, the exterior, the interior, everything he touched would have had his DNA on it. Here's what the actual, here's
It's
what
his
actually
girlfriend's
about that
car.
DNA. No DNA was found on the interior of that taillight. The taillight that they now claim crashed into his arm and shattered. No blood was found anywhere on that taillight or any taillight pieces. No tissue was found anywhere on that taillight or any taillight pieces.
Yeah.
But we're to believe that that taillight literally exploded on John's arm at 25 miles an hour,
Exploded.
1,000 pounds of pressure. We talked about the evidence doing very funny things when in Proctor's possession or the possession of somebody in his orbit. Now think about the videos that we saw. How many videos appear to be somehow manipulated or altered? Just about every single one of them.
If
But
you
the
look,
South
people,
Wales,
remember,
that
they
night,
didn't
it's missing
find
the
any
exact time
blood
the
on
position of
that
the taillight when it's pulled
SUV
in
at
to the south.
Karen Reed.
They're all fucked.
Pretty important time, don't you think? Did someone not want you to see what the condition of the taillight was at that exact time? But the good news is there's a second video. It's much clearer. It's from time frame. We 8 years into the investigation. Literally, it was after the trial started. That was over. So the Commonwealth introduced you to a person by the name of Yuri Buchanan. They presented video showing what was clearly the right side of the car. They asked questions about the right side of the car. You recall, Mr. Lally asked.
Yeah. So fast. That's how much shit. That's how much evidence there is of a conspiracy. And Adam Lally had so little to say that he had to talk about shoes on in the house and Marietta Sullivan. Like that's how little they had to work with.
I
Like,
said
you
this
fucking kidding
before, but I'm sure you'll agree with me. At this point, if you believe that Karen Reed is guilty after hearing testimony and hearing that, you are nothing less than a blithering fucking idiot. You
Yeah.
have to be.
Right.
There's no, oh, well, everybody has the right to opinion. No, that's
Yes.
just,
Yes.
you're dumb.
Yes.
You're dumb.
Yes.
You're
Thank
stupid.
you. Yes. And I would say you can't drive, vote, like certain rights should be taken away from you because you're a danger to society. Like you are,
Yeah.
if you believe you're that stupid, you know, you can, there's certain things you can do. Like, you know, you
Right.
have rights, like you where
A runner at all.
you have your own of the race, but you don't with everyone else. You don't, man. You don't.
No,
you're just stupid.
Right.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Please don't
It's a
play
fault.
the
But it's also a paradigm
prosecutor.
of
He
everything
put
that the
people
investigators have
to
been willing to do in
sleep.
this case. Lie, obfuscate, manipulate, alter. And when they're caught, they just excuse it away. Doesn't matter. It's the same thing. What's the big deal? Just look the other way.
Totally.
And don't forget, Buchanan is Proctor's supervisor. And he was in that little group chat where Karen Reed's naked photos were being searched for. You know the saying of the apple falling from the tree. Ladies and gentlemen, we haven't even started talking about the taillight yet. You'll recall that at the very beginning of this case, you were introduced to no fewer than 5 CPD officers very early on who searched the scene. None of them, not a single one, found any taillight material at the scene. 0. Stephen Seraph, Sean Good, Steve Mulaney, Michael Lang, Paul Gallagher, they were all there. They were all walking right around there. They were all looking. They were searching with their eyes. They were searching with their hands. Some said they were searching with their feet. Maybe used tools. A leaf blower. Not one piece of bright red taillight material was at the scene. Not a single piece. But incredibly, over the course of the next 3 weeks, according to Michael Proctor, 47 pieces of taillight material would end up being found. Some of which were the size of a salad plate.
Salad plate. Yeah.
The search team shows up later.
It's-
on January
I
29th,
said
according to O'Hara,
Australia,
taillight found
but salad plate is more
about 5.5.
accurate.
Here's some interesting testimony. Who else was there? Who did O'Hara say was there? Well, he said his team was there. We certainly expected that. But then he said there were others.
Tully.
These other mysterious
Oh, yeah,
people,
there's-
technically, some from the Massachusetts State Police that he could not account for.
What's going on there?
Heavy coats, big masks, hats. Even Lieutenant O'Hara could not tell who was who, but he did note Canton police officers were there who were unaccounted for. Massachusetts state troopers were there unaccounted for. And during that search that was overseen by Trooper Tully, Proctor's supervisor, 3 pieces of taillight material were found. That's super important. I want to concentrate on that for a second. O'Hara said all 3 pieces were in an area about 12 inches square. That's an area about as big as your dinner plate. Tully, however, claimed that 1 red piece was found about 3 feet away from that was a shoe. About 1 to 2 feet from that was a clear piece of plastic, and a few feet away from that was a red piece of plastic. So we have red, clear, and red over the span of about, added up probably 10 or 12 feet. Ladies and gentlemen, both of those things cannot be true. Somebody is taking liberties with the facts. Then Lieutenant Tully comes to court and makes this big grand gesture of opening all these evidence bags. These 2 evidence bags in particular represent exactly what we're talking about. Those 3 pieces: red, clear, red.
People, it
They're marked
scares
they're
me.
official. They're not stop and shop bags. Thank God. At least they moved
They
on from that.
listen to the evidence and all that. They should came
So this
back
must be real evidence, right? It must be
before
real evidence.
4:30
And after making that big theatrical
with
display,
the
he
not
opens up the bag with the
guilty
red pieces and he pulls 2 pieces out.
plea.
That's okay. Put the 2 red pieces together.
verdict.
But so far, then he opens up the second bag.
It
And he's now
scares
questioning.
me.
And you remember he hesitated just a second. Open that
It
bag.
scares
pull out
me
one piece
a
of clear plastic.
lot.
He pulled out a second piece of clear plastic. No explanation.
If
How
they
that clear
find
plastic
her
was quickly all 4 of
guilty,
those back in the bag,
there's
sealed them up, and
going
put
to
them
be a
the next day I
riot.
asked about that evidence again. I asked him to open up that bag with the red pieces, and he did the same thing. pulled out 2
got
pieces of
this
plastic. I said, when
feeling
you call this, I said, look deeper, look closer.
the
Search,
FBI
pull
should
everything
start
out of the bag.
arresting those
Would we have,
other
had I not
troopers.
suggested it?
I
We would
know
put
they
the
got
third piece of red plastic out of the
Yeah.
bag. So miraculously,
Yeah.
those 3 pieces of plastic became 5 pieces of
71
right before your
Like
eyes.
a
so
rabbit on a
far.
hat.
They
Ladies and
only
gentlemen, the force of play
arrested
that multiplied
6 or
those pieces of plastic
7.
is, let that sink in for a second. How easy is it?
I'm upset,
That's not sloppiness.
people. All the evidence I heard, I found her not guilty and been out of there by 4:30. Something's very wrong. Be prepared for the worst. I just got a feeling
Evidence
something's
manipulation.
going
That's how
on
over the
that
course of 3 weeks,
we're
those
not
pieces of
going
plastic
to
go from
like.
0 to 3 to 5 to 47. Ever increasing in
I'm
size with
thinking
every
if
single
they
search.
found her
Now,
not
knowing all that, ask
guilty,
yourself
the
a million questions.
FBI be
Who had
there to
access to that
arrest
tail light?
the
Who
whole
cracked the tail light? Who was it?
family.
Go back and watch the Sally Ford
I'm
video.
hoping
I'll give you the
that's
timestamp,
what
5:37.
happened.
And see it for yourself. We know that Trooper Proctor, binder in hand, walked by himself. Once we corrected the video from being inverted, you can see that he
Why
walked back
did they
by
have
himself
a
to light her
bigger
tail light, and we didn't see what he was doing.
courtroom?
Unidentified troopers in Canton Cops were at the search at 34 Fairview.
Yeah, who's there?
How hard is it to drop a piece of plastic?
Not that
We spent a
hard.
long time talking about the compromised and altered and tampered and manipulated evidence. Now I want to switch and talk a little bit about the true facts in this case, because you did hear some true evidence and true facts. The Commonwealth presented about 67, maybe more, witnesses, and expended 30 plus days of trial and 9 weeks of your life. Maybe we're in the 10th week. For what? It should be relatively simple, right? The Commonwealth claims that Karen Reed pulled up to 34 Fairview. John got out of the car. She reversed into him and hit him, and then she drove home. That's 4 facts. Just 4 facts. That's all it is. What evidence do they actually have to prove that that SUV ever hit John? The answer, John O'Keefe, or that Karen Reed ever wanted to strike John O'Keefe.
No.
Right.
In fact, every single piece of material evidence in this case,
I told you not to
John
get
goes into
up
that
there
house.
in the
That
window
SUV was not
stop.
damaged by hitting
Every
John.
time you
And
get
John's
up
injuries
there, you
did
go
not
to
come from being
sleep.
hit by a
You
car.
fall out of the
That's what the
window.
evidence actually shows.
You done
The
fell
Commonwealth knows that.
out
They've
10
looked for a long time.
times
Knows that.
today.
Because of that, the Commonwealth just resorts to character assassination and talking for weeks on end about the snow. Let's talk about what the
I
real
missed
evidence
that.
actually shows on a scale of science.
I didn't catch it the first
That's a
time
good
either.
line. It's like,
Concerning John's injuries,
it
the
is
Commonwealth's
what
own medical examiner, Dr. Shorty Bello, could
They
not
read the
conclude that John
room.
was hit by a car.
They
Right.
watched
Think
all
about
the
that.
YouTube
She
channels,
not
looked
played
at
it
the
for homicide.
chest.
She told you without any dispute in this case, quote, evidence pointing toward one manner of death is no more compelling than evidence of a competing manner of death. End
Right.
quote. Her words, not
Somebody
mine.
said the jury
She went on to say it's
come
just as
back
likely that he was
by
punched and
11
fell back. His injuries are
o'clock.
consistent with that. In fact, in her expert opinion, his injuries are consistent with physical
People
altercation, as she
put it
testified, but they are not, in her words, not classical injuries from an auto
guilty.
pedestrian accident. That by itself is reasonable
I'll
doubt.
do that.
But the evidence and the truth goes far further. We introduced you not one, but 2 thoroughly credentialed medical examiners.
After this
Dr.
is
Weston, Dr.
over,
Sheridan, and
I
Dr.
want
Russell,
to
both of whom
talk
said
to
John's arm
you
injury is
about
consistent
Leafield.
with an animal attack. Dr. Russell studied, diagnosed, and treated up to 1,000 animal wounds. She's an expert in animal wounds, and she was unequivocal. Those wounds are from an animal, likely a large dog,
likely.
which means that John was attacked inside the home where Chloe was. There is no other possibility. And Dr. Sheridan, for his part, with thousands of 13,000 autopsies under his belt, decades of experience as the chief medical examiner, who's triple credentialed in anatomical, forensic, and neuropathology, he told you that John's injuries are inconsistent with a motor vehicle accident or incident. They're consistent, however, with a physical altercation. In layman's terms, the science proves John was beaten. That also is reasonable doubt and should end in this case. But the facts and evidence don't stop there. 2 of the most highly educated and highly qualified engineers you'll ever meet, Dr. Dan Wolf and Dr. Andrew Winchler,
Yes.
mechanical engineer,
Yes. They were
biochemist.
so good.
They reviewed
So
this case. They did testing. They evaluated the case scientifically.
Yes.
They were not hired by the defense, not by the Commonwealth. They're
Nope.
completely 100% independent
Nope.
of any party in this case. And they were equally available, by the way, to the Commonwealth.
Yeah,
They could have called them.
And I feel like
Explain John's injury.
the jury, I don't know, because I only looked at them. You know what I mean? I caught some of the reactions, but I want to believe so bad that they're smart enough to ask the question in deliberation, like, okay.
Okay, you people from Russia, what's the name of that song? I think it's a very nice song. I don't know if it's your national anthem or what. I think that's a beautiful song that these girls sing from Russia. I just play maybe 2 or 3 seconds of it where you all can explain it to me. I watch a bunch of those videos on TikTok. I think it's very nice. I know you two probably wouldn't like it. I know there's probably a copyright on it because it's from Russia, but I'd just like to know what the name of that song is.
Okay, so who hired them then?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like where and why are they if they're just independently, not because they took an interest like Dr. Russell, but independently, and there was an entity that they keep mentioning that hired them. What is that entity? Why are they interested in the Karen Reed and John
Right.
O'Keefe? Why are they asking questions? Why are they conducting an investigation? Why are these highly qualified experts hired by a mysterious entity to find out and get to the bottom as to what happened? And they weren't hired by the defense.
What is
So
this? What is this other hearing that people testified that people keep talking about that we can't know what it was? Like, what is that thing? And there's just a lot of that. I would hope that they put it together.
Right.
I would hope, but
Right. I mean, Ryan
We're not
Nagel
caused
did
by
say
the-
that one time. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Ryan
that's right,
Nagel
the
did
feds.
bring up the
That's
feds
right.
the one time. So there is
That's
that
right.
chance that
That's
seed
true.
was planted.
that's
There's
true.
that chance. I mean, it's a
That
long
is true.
shot, but
That he did mention it. That was very true. I forgot
He
about
did.
that. There's been so much that's happened. It's like I've forgotten
right.
a good chunk.
Yeah, me
of it.
too. Yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
me too.
This reads SUV, and the SUV was not damaged by coming in contact with John O'Keefe. That should have been the inquiry right there. Both sides of the equation, from a physics, engineering, and biomechanics standpoint,
That
they established
is
that John
that
O'Keefe was not struck by
older
Karen Reed's vehicle,
lady.
period.
Look
And that is yet
like
another
she
fact
got a
that
crown
established reasonable
on.
doubt that she put into this case.
I love
So
Mark.
instead of calling the ARC experts, which they had available to them, the Commonwealth chose to introduce you to Trooper Joe Paul. Who remembers
I'm
this?
gonna report
Yes.
Being
you
kind
on
when I say Trooper Paul's
TikTok.
analysis lacked credibility.
You're being kind.
Trooper Paul lacks the
Yeah.
experience, the education, the training, the
I
background, and the
love
knowledge
that music.
to not
I
only render
don't know
opinions on
what
issues,
they're
but to even understand the issues
singing
themselves. He makes the
about.
absurd claim that John was hit on the elbow area of his arm by a taillight. He was spun to the left in a pirouette. His arm stayed on the light long enough
Maybe
for shards
there's
of plastic
something
to
on
explode around and scratching his arm,
YouTube
even though he was wearing long sleeves. Then projecting him 30 feet to the left, but not
that I
before
can
making a stop
look
to hit his head
up
on either the
for
curb or the pavement
Russian music.
before coming to his final resting
Some
place with his unbroken phone.
Oh,
Testimony
I
of Dr.
know.
Dan Wolf
she,
and Dr.
she
Andrew
It
Ritchie.
is
look like
funny how
she's
Plevin
wearing that.
didn't have a beef with that. And it's just
No,
like, okay,
that's what it looks
I assume
like.
that's what he's done, right? He's like the cop.
They have to listen. It's going to be a battle of the experts.
Yeah.
And then so they get a fucking expert, and
But
this
is
dude
that
is the
copyright?
expert, and so he's got
No.
nothing to hang his hat on except Trooper Paul.
Russia?
I mean, Mr. Fucking
If I can't,
What-
I like
what
to
discipline
play it
of
on my
science.
YouTube
Community
channel.
college.
But
I know what particular discipline of science
but
I to do
probably
to form these
copyright
recreations
for
and
your
this
country.
accident. He goes, and me who didn't even get this far in
Russia,
high school, I
you
go,
got some nice
physics,
looking
dude.
ladies over
and he goes, math, and like, dude, I'm like, oh my god. Like this guy's getting the data involved in like putting together a recreation of this crime of a homicide of a police officer. This is insane. What
Yeah.
planet am I on right now?
It's so true.
I'm going to show you some of
Both
the
PhDs in engineering,
comments
both top
on
of their field in
Turtle
accident
Boy.
reconstruction, both published peer-reviewed articles on the issues. Both men are highly sought after by the likes of national sports leagues and the United States Department of Defense, and these men are unrivaled in accident reconstruction. What did Dr. Rinchler say before he left the stand? This was even under cross-examination. He said that the physics and the science don't lie. His words were, you can't deny the science in physics. John wasn't hit by that car. Period.
Right.
Commonwealth cannot explain John O'Keefe's injuries. They can't explain his head wound. How did he get the head wound if he landed on snow-covered grass and dirt? And by the way, before Mr. Lally gets up,
If you
he said that he knows
saw
good.
earlier,
There is zero evidence before you. Zero.
there's this
Can't
other
explain the injury on
cop
his right eye, that
who's
laceration. They
a
can't
cop
explain his nose.
passing
They tried to. They can't explain the injury to his tongue, the laceration on his tongue. They
I
cannot
think
explain the injuries to
they
his back, to the back of
passed
his hands,
it
the bruises, and
to,
certainly cannot explain the injuries to his right arm. And haven't even tried to explain the lack of injury. Nothing. He was pristine. Not a bump, not a bruise, not a fracture, not a broken bone.
Love
Nothing to suggest that he was hit by a 7,000-pound SUV going 25 miles per hour.
But
And what of that right arm?
people I'm
According
scared.
to the Commonwealth's best and brightest, Trooper Paul,
How
John
Best
spent
and
the entirety of the
evidence from
I
day
love that.
one,
According to the Commonwealth's
open
best
statement,
and
closing
brightest-
statement,
Got him.
all
it's
this.
the little. It's the little things.
Prosecutors
that
never
That
took
3.5 ton
Jackson is the
SUV
king of the
was
little
white
jabs.
They
Yeah.
should
That
just
was
Launching
great.
drop.
some 30 feet. But amazingly, the arm suffered no break, no fracture, and didn't even get a bruise.
But
So how are those injuries properly
the
explained?
jury
The
heard
evidence is
the
simple.
same
John Doe was
evidence.
He was punched. He tried to defend himself by putting his hands up.
The
He didn't
judge
respect his own
sent
nose.
them
By putting his
out.
hands in front of his face to defend himself. His hands were bruised and
But
covering up.
you can't
5 minutes, Mr. Jackson.
you
Five
can't
minutes.
As he
count
continued,
that, or
he got hit, punch went
the
through.
jury
he fell to the ground, fractured his skull.
disregard
At
that.
some point during that altercation, the dog got
You
over him.
know,
The dog
juries
every
ain't
single
gonna
injury is answered. Every single
disregard
injury
something
is
that
explained by that.
they really heard.
Ladies and gentlemen, given what we know about the facts and the physical evidence in this case, the actual truth in this case, how did this happen? How did we end up here? We ended up here because of relationships, insider trading, playing the who you know game, and building a tall blue wall, which takes decades and generations. But the real question is it going to continue? Will this
Man, if
festering
I
malignancy
had
allow
a
elite detective
woman like
to blatantly smear
this,
while looking over naked pictures or looking for naked pictures of the woman that they targeted? Will that continue? And the answer
I
is
ain't gonna touch
Remind
my
yourself
phone
how
because
quick,
after
unbiased,
Carter
an
Boy
objective
gets
investigator, someone
over,
who's supposed to be looking for
then I
facts.
bring my camera
yourself,
back
How did he approach his
on.
job? Late at night, sitting there in his office, deviously looking for naked pictures of Karen Reed and vile names. I don't even have it in me.
I wish
to repeat
I
what he said
could
about
get
her.
a
Reduced her
good
to an
Jackson
object,
County
and then further by insulting
watermelon
her.
at
Yes.
the
He further then
JC
insulting her and
store up
dehumanized her.
in
Yes.
When he was done betraying that very humanity,
You can't
he asked her to commit
hardly
suicide.
find
That,
a
ladies and gentlemen,
Jackson
is
County
how you frame someone. That's how
watermelon.
because he's a Boston cop. That's how you rip a person's life apart and sleep like a baby while doing it.
Yeah, and sleep
And
like
then further that by saying, I hope she kills herself. Tip to tail, it's about the truth. It's unflinching, it's unchanging, it's not captive to the whims of people drunk with power who think they're above the law, who think they're above scrutiny. That's why you stand as the guardian of justice and the protector of
the
justice.
guardian.
The law demands the
Love
very
it.
integrity the trooper Proctor and his investigation lacks, and it requires that you cannot convict Karen Reed unless the Commonwealth has met its incredibly high burden to prove every element beyond a
Nice.
reasonable doubt and to a moral
Oh,
certainty.
my bad.
The moral
I-
certainty is
I
defined
love it.
as the
I
highest
love it.
degree of certainty possible in matters related to human affairs. It's the highest degree possible in your life. That's the level of certainty. And I'll leave you with this. You have the most powerful tool known to American jurisprudence because you have your vote. No one can take that away from you, not me, not the Commonwealth, not the court. You may
Exactly.
not have asked to be here, but each of you have given something very special of yourselves. You've agreed to do that, which is the highest calling a citizen can answer in any way. You've agreed to give your community your best. And my question to you is, what will you do with this moment?
What will you
Ignore the
do?
lies and manipulations, the misogyny, the bias, the lack of evidence. Could you ever do that? Would you ever do that? Or will you stay with your verdict?
I hope nothing
I see the truth,
happens. I got
and I will
run
not
in the
ever
kitchen
look the other way.
and get me a
When you
zero
stare the truth down,
Pepsi. I
you see
hope
that the Commonwealth is not committed this case beyond
YouTube
reasonable
or
doubt into a moral certainty.
StreamYard or
Ladies
internet,
and gentlemen,
nothing
Karen Reed
happens.
is innocent.
Or my kitty
Justice
cat walks on
And
the
find her
computer.
not guilty. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jackson.
What an
Wow.
amazing! Like I literally wanted when he said that.
Well,
Look at
Thank
them
you.
talking. See them talking? Like, look at them talking. Oh, Lally's got this. And that was a beautiful. I wanted to stand up and clap when I heard that shit, man. I was like,
Yeah.
wow, thank you. That was fucking amazing. What a speech that was. Couldn't have
Yeah.
done it any better.
I would have
It's
loved.
amazing.
What did the jury look like when he was?
And get
Saying
hooked
that,
on
yeah.
his every word. You know what I mean? Because some of them are to his right, some are to his left, and they're just all staring at him the whole time. And then there's when Lally gets up there. It's that probably don't like Matt McCabe. Juror number 8 is there, and bro, he was. I almost called 911. I thought he was in a.
Because I know the dude you're talking about, and he.
Oh yeah,
was,
you've been in there. Yeah.
he was
Older looking-
engaged when I was in there. He was totally engaged, taking notes when I was in there. But I feel like, I mean, that was what, 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
3 weeks ago.
So
I
I
mean-
got a tip on a couple of these jurors. I will say one thing. One of them is a cop, former cop,
Oh wow.
former cop,
Okay.
former Westwood police officer. Westwood is a town in Norfolk County, and former cop. Though I'm not sure so where that stands. Another one has a DUI. Somebody else on the jury has a DUI. I found out. So I know I've got to narrow down to one of the two that has it. So that's interesting that they picked somebody who has a DUI. So we'll find out all after. But yeah. Anybody? Yeah. Let me read guys some turtle chats here. I got a few to bang through here. Shelly says sends 10 and says nervous because juries can be unpredictable, but still unwavering in the belief of Karen Reed's innocence. I mean, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little bit like not nervous, but like, I tell you one thing, like the day before I had my dangerousness hearing on March 14th, and I knew that, they were going to try to send me back to jail. Dude, that was the most nerve-wracking 20 days.
Right, because there's the chance that it could happen. Like, you don't know if they're going to pull some shit out and that
it's beyond my control. It's beyond my control. It's beyond Bradel's control. It's up to some stranger who gets to decide my freedom. Like, this other judge sent me to fucking jail over bullshit. Like, what if this judge does the same thing? What if he believes her? This nonsense, like what then? And I was
when
facing
you found
60.
out there was a bolo on you. Tell me you weren't like,
oh, that, yeah.
What is this?
I'm talking about when they wanted to send me back on March 14th, and like I couldn't sleep, man. It sucked. I'm like, and I was facing 60 days. Karen Reed knows there's a 99.9% chance that she's walking free. Like, no problem. They're going to be, one of the most innocent people ever in the history of law and order. But like, it's until it's done, there's that 0.1% chance, and she's not facing 60 days. She's facing life, brother. It's like, I can imagine, like
it's her life. She's fighting for her life.
How does she sleep tonight? Like, how does she go to sleep?
I mean, I get, but also just the anxiety of wanting to get it over, wanting it to be over so bad. It's so close. You can fucking taste it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, she's there every single day. She's there taking notes. She's there saying, catching people on lies and informing her attorney. She's engaged, and it's got to be exhausting for her. And her family is the same way. Their father is all business, dude. Bill is all business, like the whole time, just straight focus.
Yes, he
wild.
Is. Yeah, her family is so into this case. They know it better than I talked to them. They're so nervous, and so I can imagine how. I mean, this is affecting them. So
and yet so pleasant natured, like all of them.
It's going to be a great thing. It's going to be a great thing when she's found not guilty. It's just, I'm going to be very happy for them personally, but I'm also looking forward to outside and how happy, like, so many people are going to be so happy as a result of this, and so many shitty people are going to be unhappy, which is even better. Like, in some ways, like think about a world in which you hear Karen Reed guilty, and how happy that will make the worst people or the other. It can't be this, split down the middle thing. Like, people are asking what the charges are. The charges are
what middle? You know what I mean? Like,
second-degree murder. There's also manslaughter while operating under the influence of alcohol and leaving a scene of personal injury and death. Either she hit him or she didn't. You can't convict one of those. Like, it's either all three. If they believe that she hit him with the car, they could theoretically do 2 or 3. If they believe she didn't hit him, you can't convict any. Period.
Right. There's no way that anybody who was intelligent enough to be selected for that jury is going to not overwhelming amount of death to sit there as possible, because of every single thing is screaming with doubt.
Right.
Every single thing about this case, everything that Jackson laid out in his closing argument right there was absolutely true and verifiable.
Yes.
So there's nothing. Receipts. Yeah, there's no way that you can be of sound mind and be qualified to be chosen on any jury in a murder trial,
Mhm.
and not see that there is nothing but doubt. Not only too much doubt to ignore, but nothing but doubt.
Right. So we got $100 here. Geez, from Julie from Oz says, "Hi Doc, love what you do. Congratulations on your fearless reporting and seeing the results of it. Can't wait for the not guilty verdict tomorrow and then clearing your bullshit charges. Just another turtle to cheering you on." I know, Julie, I'm looking forward to that so much. Is just getting past this, and then I can deal with, oh yeah, I have a bunch of felonies too that I need to, figure out. So I appreciate that. Tiggs from the Cape since 10 and says, "Hey Doc, love the vids." Hopefully the right ones. Karen Reed is not fucking guilty. Absolutely, Tiggs. Thank you. Josephine sends 5 and says, "Who walked in when Brian Albert sighed and rolled his eyes? You were behind him." Yeah, I'm not sure. Also, Ratchet Madness. I know I have to do it. I know. I'm sorry. We'll get on that. Thank you very much. I didn't see when that happened, Josephine. So
You couldn't see his eyes roll. I mean, you're behind.
Right. That's true. LC sends 10 and goes, "Hey, doctor, keep up the great work. Sending you out positive vibes for Karen tomorrow. Can we get a hold of shout out? Oh, shout out to my fellow homie from Holden, Massachusetts. Thank you, LC. Diane G sends 20 reporting. Thank you. Amy sends 25 and says, "The whole movement is because of you. Thank you for all the obvious reasons."
That's true,
And I'll tell you what,
people.
Denise,
We
when I was
would
going through
know
that crowd
about the
today, man, I
Karen
felt
Reed
nothing
story
but
if it
love
wasn't for the
people
Turtle
out there.
Boy. Make sure
Nothing
you
but love.
go
It
to
is a
his
great feeling
YouTube
just
channel,
to see all these
subscribe,
fine
and
people
give
that we,
him the thumbs up.
put together, whatever. So
It's fascinating to me, even getting to how privileged I feel, but it's fascinating to see so many people feel so strongly about something and behave with so much class,
yes.
and with so much patience, but totally sticking to the whole "ain't got no quit" mantra and really living up to it, while okay, well, you're going to put a buffer zone, we'll comply with your buffer zone, that's fine, whatever you want us to do. Just and a lot of it is just to prove the trolls wrong, like those people are crazy and they're insane and they're angry, and showing up there and meeting everyone, I've never felt a more positive understatement, a more just the overall theme was just positivity, support. Each person had each other's back. I was welcomed right away. And it was overwhelming, and I wasn't used to it, but it was overwhelmingly pleasant, and it took a minute to process because I'd never been a part of anything like that before. And I'm
It's something special, man. It's
incredibly grateful. Yeah, incredibly grateful.
Lisa sends $25 and says, "You and Meredith are a match made in heaven. Can us Foxborough girls be bridesmaids at the wedding? One step at a time." I appreciate that. And she's pretty fucking cool, man. She's down at, as well as I call him, a down ass hoe, as I would call it. You know what I mean? Partner in crime. So she's a great chick. I love her. Next one is from Erin, sends $25 and says, "I forgot to say, I love Christine. Free Karen Reed. Not guilty. Charlestown will represent tomorrow in her Lily Pulitzer best." Okay. Thank you very much, Erin. I appreciate that very much. Okay. Next one. And by the way, I love how Alex pointed this out too. I did not know this. This is how dedicated the trolls are. They've already made a hit piece video of me earlier calling Peggy O'Keefe bad names. And they
already, this live isn't even over with. This is amazing.
But it's just like, and I want to reiterate, I meant every fucking word I said. And tomorrow, Karen Reed's gonna be not guilty, and your fucking stupid video isn't gonna matter. So there's that. And yeah, Peggy O'Keefe can go fuck herself. And don't forget to edit that part in. She can go fuck herself. A miserable skag. Okay, next up. Megan sends $10 and says, "Love your work. Curious how you first heard of and got involved in the Karen Reed case. April 18th, 2023. How Long to Die in Cold. Part 1 of the Can Cover Up series." Thank you, Megan. Caesar sends 5 and says, "You take journalism." Sends $15 and says, I am sure Ellie 98482, who is at Ellie May 1999 on Twitter, is not Julie Nagel, but rather Carrie Roberts. She only tweeted during court time breaks today, and it is said Ellie is a nickname for her daughter. That's interesting. Yeah, everybody thought the Ellie May account was Juliana Nagel, but Semolina is one of these people who's on Twitter and is good at identifying trolls. And so I think that's definitely a possibility. So thank you for that one, Sema. Next one, Nancy sends $10 and says, closing arguments, the McAlbert Mafia in the house. What a joke. Turtle Boy, have you heard the FBI has sealed indictments they're holding on to after trial? No, that's definitely, I'm pretty sure, not true. They would not do that. Also, Kevin called Sean on air and said he spoke to the tow truck driver who said he was never in the Sally Port. Okay.
Yeah, that's what Sean was saying, is that somebody told him, a reliable source, that they spoke to the tow truck driver and that the tow truck driver never drove Karen's car.
So who is that guy in the picture?
Right. That's the whole thing, is we don't know, but it wasn't the tow truck driver.
Interesting.
Is what Sean was saying.
The tow truck driver was never called as a witness, though.
Right. I mean, it really does. It doesn't matter at this point, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's a lot of unanswered questions, like things that aren't necessary. Because I mean, obviously, Jackson, Yannetti, Little, they have this, but I wanted to know about the 3 liters of blood. I wanted to know about. I wanted them to address the shoes. The shoe in the picture, I'm telling you, the shoe in the picture has a black sole. That's in the snow with an evidence tag next to it. It has a black sole. The shoes that they pulled up in the courtroom have white.
Why would they do that? Why would they do that?
I'm telling you, I went over it like 2 days ago.
Yeah, but why? But why would they do that?
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, how could they be so sloppy and expect the jury?
You sure it couldn't be one of those like black and blue dresses and white and yellow dresses from a couple years? Some of that from
positive.
Like 2014. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. All right, next up,
we got pull up Vinnie Politan's video. If you pull up Vinnie Politan's,
I believe you. I'll take your word for it. Let's see. Nancy sends $10 and says closing arguments. No, I already got that one. M sends $10 and says, I used to work cases with Higgins years ago, and then he started asking me for nudes. I believe it. Mark sends $10, says, any concern about Morrissey having planted jurors in the jury? Doesn't seem beyond them. No, I'm not concerned about that. Thank you, Mark. Nicole Lee sends $10 and it says, I was hoping that when Yannetti was questioning Lucky, he would ask him about the school parking lot conversation Proctor claimed happened so that Lucky could prove Proctor to be the liar that he is. I mean, everybody just, but the jury was supposed to strike that. So it's kind of irrelevant. Chris sends $25, says, thank you for all the investigative reporting you've done over the years.
I wish somebody had sent me money like that, but
I'd take before.
I'm not a full-time YouTuber.
Steven sends $5, says, I'm curious about your rating system. If Karen is an 8, what is Meredith? She's 10, baby. Love your show and agree Karen is innocent. But what else? What else am I going to say to that? Come on. Love your show.
I'm thinking smart man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
The only answer you give.
Yeah, of course. Right. Love your show. Imagine I was like, 7.5 or some shit. Like, what am I going to say to that? Come on. All right. But no, seriously, a 10. Love your show and agree Karen is innocent, but I completely disagree with your excessive rating of Karen. Oh, you thought it was too high. Cheers. Okay. All right. Whatever. Katya, I mean, whatever. We're not here to judge. We're not Michael Proctor. We're not here to fucking Karen Reed. Great work by Jackson, she says. Yannetti and Little, do not look the other way. Karen is not guilty. Thank you, Turtle Boy, for all you do. Anyone that can go out to Needham in the AM, Dedham, even better. Please go support Karen. Thank you very much, Katiana. Wrestler's mom sends $10 and goes to Gretchen Hoare Voss. Good job. Good job whoring yourself out to the crew of murderers. You are now the biggest clown of all. Also, go fuck yourself.
Wrestler's
mom. You're such trash. Oh, it's so great.
That's your
Shauna Marie Starks. Everybody hates her too in the line. She's like the new Grant. Like all the other media hate her. Sue from Dateline hates her.
So funny.
My thoughts are well documented. Jess Machado can't stand her. Yeah. Donna Marie sends 10 and says, Brian Albert looks like he's dying, really yellow looking, stress of guilt catching him. while watching from Queensland, Australia. P.S. Not guilty. All right, another turtle roo. Thank you very much, Donna. We got $5 here from Jenna G, and she says, "Thank you, Turtle Boy, for never stopping. You and the glare are amazing. 100% the jury knows Karen is innocent, and the murderers are sitting with the O'Keefe, glaring at them. What else are they capable of? Just one juror to sway them. You know, that's a good point." Danielle sends $25. Says, "Zoom in on Brian Albert. He's so uncomfortable, and he can't sit still." I disagree. He doesn't know what to do with his eyes. I think he's a psychopath, and he's just a master. He was very cool and collective on the stand. Never like he's done this before. Like he's a psychopath, I think.
Right. I mean, I don't know how much you want to invest in that, but when I was talking to Susan Constantine, who's the body language expert, she was saying that Brian Albert was like his tells were in his mouth because he's taught himself through his profession to be like to have stone eyes. He's trained himself basically to not give away anything in his eyes, but when you watch him talk and lie, he has tells in his mouth, but
True.
his eyes he has completely under control, totally stone, like no move. It's crazy. It's wild.
Somebody says, "Why is he dressed like it's November 25th and not June 25th?" That's a good question. The sweaters are a little excessive, so thank you very much. He doesn't know what to do with his eyes. He's looking around everywhere. Interesting take. Thank you, Daniel.
I'll be looking.
Mia
for
says
that
$38
FBI.
and says Turtle Boy Canton love to you Sunday. Amazing. Thank you. Mia's Dolphins private. Oh my God. Friend is dating Jill. Okay. Thank you very much, Mia. I mean, yeah, that was wild. There was a lot of love on Sunday. Sunday was very, very cool. I'll put it that way. So thank you very much. Christina sent $25. Says, "Thank you for choosing not to look the other way and being a voice for the truth." And Karen, amazing. Closing by Jackson. "Would you like to have seen Karen testify?" I would have liked to seen a lot of things. Of course, I would like to see that, but wasn't meant to be because they had the case wrapped up. I would have liked to hear from Eddie Hernandez and Stephen Ridge, the Boston police officer who Brian Albert punched in the face. I'm kind of surprised they weren't called, but you know,
I would have liked to see Michael Morrissey on the stand.
Oh,
honestly,
Michael Morrissey.
That would have been
Not
fun.
about that. Stephen Nelson.
Yeah,
But, you know,
that
just
would have been fun.
wasn't necessary. So there we
Right.
go.
Right.
So thank you very much. Can't wait to hear those words. Not guilty and see Karen's reaction while everyone watches. Thank you. And I have decided that I am going to be inside for the not guilty verdict because, you know, I thought about streaming outside with my people out there, but you know what? This is a historic moment and I need to be in that courtroom. I need to be there. And like when I come out of the courtroom, there will be my people are going to be there and it's going to be like fucking awesome. Like come. Yeah, let's fucking go. You know,
And I feel like the people would also agree that, you know,
Damn,
you
that
kind of should
hurt.
be in there.
yeah, I really should.
You know
It's
what I
appropriate.
mean?
Yeah.
Like I kind of feel that way, you know, like
Oh,
you should be where you feel where
picking
you want to be.
socks
What I'm
landing
saying
on
is,
my arm.
you know, if you're asking yourself the question, like, you know, should I witness this? If there's even the chance that you had the chance and that you might regret not being in there, you should definitely do it. I mean,
Yeah.
considering all the hard work you put in to this, a hell of a historic moment, and you've earned the right to be a part.
Sound like a camera whore, but like there is a certain element of publicity to this. Like I want to be on TV when this shit happens. It's fucking historic. You know what I mean? I want to be there. I want to fucking hug her family. I want to like we're gonna be so happy, caught up in the emotions. Like I gotta be in that courtroom. Gotta be in that courtroom, man.
Yeah.
So it is. We got let's see, A-Rod Rodriguez since $25 says I don't feel bad for the O'Keefes at all. Fuck them. Lally the crybaby asked for a buffer zone so the jury won't be intimidated. Don't wear anything representing Karen Reed. Don't scream for Karen Reed. Karen Reed and her defense team to the jury with the mob. Brian Albert and Colin Albert have not been to one court hearing yet today. Exactly. Their mission was to intimidate the jury with Brian and Colin. Look at us. John O'Keefe family believe us. So should also. That's exactly what I said. It enraged me when I saw that. So thank you very much, A-Rod. Couple cash to bang through here. We have just sent says Karen Reed not guilty? Question mark. Oh, allow it. Me too. Thank you. Edward Trainer sends $5 and says Sean of the Gulf is determined. Meatball and state police going down. I love Sean of the Gulf's optimism. So I pray to God, I mean, Sean's optimism, because sometimes I get down with this and I'm just like, especially with the federal shit. But that motherfucker is just like,
he's got a way of doing it, man. I'm telling you, dude, like I'm fucking beat. I'm not gonna lie. Today was a long day, but the thing was, is the most exhausting part. I was already kind of tired, but it's good tired. This is a way to top off today for me. And the joining Sean's stream, like it was rejuvenating all over again. He was fired up and got me all, and I gotta say that
exactly.
I share his optimism, man. Like I really believe that there's something going on. I think the defense than they're allowed to say, and I mean, they didn't have to go with this third party culprit. They didn't have to do that. They could just poke holes through Proctor's case. That's all they had. Logic and data dictates that John was in that house and was killed in there, and by one of these people, have to go that extra mile to get Karen Reed here. So I have to believe that that's, and it's leading to me and we're pushing for it. People are demanding it.
Yeah. Ashley sent $15 and says, who's the bigger woman in white behind Jackson? I don't know who that land whale is. I'm not, and I fuck her too. Like, I don't know who she is, but fuck her. Just her presence on that side, you're an asshole if you're over this. Thank you, Ashley. I appreciate that. Jane sends $20 and says Jackson was absolutely on fire today. I completely agree with that one, Jane. Thank you very, very much. Angela sends 25 and says protesting Chris Albert in front of D&E is now okay, right? Again, I am not encouraging anyone to do anything. But protesting in the United States of America, last I checked, is always okay. So I think they just don't like it when I do it. Like everybody else participated in the rolling rally. Nobody else got arrested. The Canton got a fake scare. Like they got a summons. None of them were ever charged. So
it shouldn't be over, just for the sake of being cautious. It shouldn't be overlooked that there is a law that they can apply to charge you under bullshit, because they did it to you and they did it to the Canton Nine.
I'm the only one that's ever been charged, but they weren't charged. They were fake charged. They got like a summons and went to a magistrate's hearing, and they were never actually charged. And like, by the way, Janelle, like my co-conspirator with she was indicted on conspiracy to commit, witness intimidation.
Yeah.
She has never been arraigned.
The Avon.
Yeah, it's been 6 months. She just never got arraigned. I swear to God, like they have no intention of seeing this shit through. It's freaking bizarre. So Caroline sends $20 and says 2023 was the start of the turtle. Never changed. Thank you very much, Caroline. Wendy sends $25, says, let's give Karen and her team more space tomorrow. Was tight today. I think they like it. I mean, wouldn't you like that? It was awesome. They have bodyguards. Look, we've got our own Turtle Boy security team now. It's like Paul Cristoforo, Bobby. There's like a whole bunch, Minion Mike. It's like,
dude,
they got it like an entourage.
Rita rolled up there. Rita rolled up there ready to throw down on Sunday.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Tasting Vanity sends $5. It says no comment. So thank you very much. Okay. If anyone else wants to donate, you click at the link at the top for Turtle Chat, or you can cash at me at $ Uncle Turtle Boy. So we're going to try to bang through Lally's testimony, which is way more funnier than Jackson's, as quickly as we can, because it's getting late. Let's do this.
So I'm going to stop it here. Because I don't want to hear the prosecutor. I don't want to. He put me to sleep when he gave his closing arguments. I want to show you something. That's from Russia. See? Okay, that's all. Because they probably get me for copyright. I'm asking you people in Russia, what's the name of that song? I think it's a beautiful song. I don't know if it's a national anthem of Russia or what, but I think it's beautiful. I wish there's a way that I could put it on my YouTube channel with some other things like an introduction, but it's probably copyrighted since that's the country of Russia music. I don't know. Maybe somebody from Russia can let me know about it. Okay, I gotta bring it back up since I took YouTube off. I upload maybe a 3 or 4 minute video this afternoon of my leaf filter gutters. And I want to share it with you all in case you all didn't see it. If I can find my own name. Um, okay.
So I got to drag my ladder over, people. I want to show you about leaf filter. You still have to climb your ladder and get up there and clean it out.
Leaf filter advertised you don't have to climb your ladder to clean it no more. They lie to us, we the people.
So I'm going to get up here and it's raining. There's socks. See, it's running over here. That means that filter is stopped up. Look at it.
See, you still have to climb the ladder, people.
So you still have to climb your ladder. Look at it. See, Now the water can come down in there.
I gotta clean some more off tomorrow.
So leaf filter lies to us, people. You still have to climb the ladder. You still have to clean the filters out. See, I got a tree limb down there.
You saw a panther run across there.
People, what can I do? They lied to me when they put that up December the 1st. They advertise on TV you don't have to climb your ladder anymore. So,
Yeah, I kind of
hi
watched it.
Chester, hi baby. You look like your skin's getting better. That peroxide medicine's helping. There's two of the babies. There's one that's don't know my voice too well. So I'm just letting you know, people, about leaf filter. They lie to you. So, well, you don't have to clean your gutters out. Well, you still got to get your ladder out, climb, and clean the filters up. So don't believe in leaf filters. You know, they say, well, the wind will blow it off.
What
Boy,
wind?
they lie to you. No, you're not going in, baby. No, come on, you're not going in. You're an outside cat. You're not going in, baby.
They got a pan of water and some milk.
So people,
That's what I say. The people from Leaf Filter is from Louisville, Kentucky. I forget their address. So, is that false advertisement? You people out there got them leaf filters. I happened to look out my bedroom window where I'm at, and I saw it. You pay over $1,000 to put them leaf filters up. They said, you don't have to climb the ladder. I said, how about the leaves and stuff? I said, the wind will blow it off. They got mad when I filmed it, but I don't know what I done with it because I can't find it on my phone. And it upsets me, people. And they lied to us. Said, you don't have to put your ladder up anymore. It'll blow off and it'll keep the debris out of your gutter. Well, the filter stops up. You're going to have to get up there and clean them. You know, you get a lifetime warranty, but why should I climb a damn ladder and get up there to do that? I'm still watching that young girl on TikTok that's singing that Russian song. She is beautiful. I wish I had money, but she wouldn't have nothing to do with me. But she is a beautiful girl. Let me show you her picture again. See, she is beautiful. I got my volume turned down because I don't own the rights to that song. I don't know what she's singing about, but I think it's beautiful music from Russia. She got a cross on. Let me show you her cross. You see it? She's wearing a cross. She's a beautiful lady. And I think Russia is a pretty good country. No matter they get me on copyright laws on my music, they it was 11 countries last Saturday when I went to the car show. I want to thank Triumph Beware telling me where to go and do it. The music that I had to replace it in that time frame was YouTube, and it's you can use it. But I think that's pretty nice. So, man, I gotta listen to that music. Sorry, Russia. I think I made one word. I think she said we, but I don't know. I don't speak Russian. But I think that's beautiful music, Russia. Because I know some of you from Russia watch my YouTube channel. But there'd be other countries that said that's copyright music. But if Russia owns it, how can it be copyrighted? Maybe, I don't know if that's a national song for Russia or what. But that is beautiful music. I think she's a pretty young lady, maybe in her 20s, since she's wearing that like a crown. Maybe she's a very important person. I would love to have a girlfriend like her. Oh my goodness. But I'm nobody. I got no money. So that leaves me out. But man, I would love to have a woman like her. I think that music is so sweet. It could be a love song. I don't know. But let's see if I can find any more. You ever watch Blackburn, Black something, the guy? It's up in Canada. He's a Raccoon Whispers. How can he remember the names of all those raccoons that he feeds? He feeds them hot dogs, probably dog food or cat food, cookies, marshmallows. He puts buckets of water out there on his porch with his lovely wife. I I want you to send prayers out to him because he's on the sick list. I want to say Jack Blackburn, but I don't think that's his first name. I want to show you this is not his. Uh-oh, I didn't know the music was on there. Sorry. See, look at that raccoon playing in the water. Ain't that a beautiful sight? That's on TikTok, people. I love raccoons. When I lived in the city of Charlestown, them raccoons were friendly. They'd come up on the porch, knocked on the door like that, wanting some cat food. I'd be sitting in the chair. All once I felt something down by my ankle. The raccoon put their paws around me. Then they sit up on their hind legs and kind of, do this. I said, okay, I'll be back, baby. Hold on. Went and got some cat food. That's funny how they take their front paws and scrape it up and eat. They let me pet them. But I notice out in the country where I'm at, country raccoons is different from city raccoons. These idiots is not friendly. Cats leaves them alone. But I had my chickens, they killed every one of them. I killed 3 or 4 of them and caught them in the cage, transport them about 5 or 10 miles away, let them loose, took mommy and daddy and some babies. And this one, I had a cage from a neighbor. And that raccoon was so big, he walked in that cage, he backs out of it. It closed on him, but it he was so big, a cage couldn't catch him. So I had it sitting out there last summer, no food in it. Had my Troy built tractor, which broke down on me. And I decided to go to Scottsburg Sale Barn up in Scottsburg. I came home and something told me, look, there's this big raccoon in it. They had a fire ban on, so I couldn't cremate him. So I saw my neighbor out. I said, you got a pellet gun or something I can use? And he said, why? I said, I've got this big raccoon down in the cage. I can't kill him the way I killed the other two. They got cremated. So he got his pistol, came down, and I think it was a 380, shot that SOB in the head. It kind of took him about a minute before he died. So I took him in the back 40 up there by the pond. I had to put him in the wheelbarrow. That's how heavy he was. It was over my weight limit. So took him up at the wheelbarrow, kind of tipped it up a little bit, and the cage came out. Opened the cage out. I left them there. Those buzzards, I figured maybe 3 or 4 days before those buzzards were finding. They done found him the next day. They had that raccoon down to the bones. And I guess another animal took the bones because it wasn't there maybe 2 or 3 days and all the bones was gone. I don't know what animals eat the bones. I mean, they clean the meat all the way down to the bones. There's this young girl, the one I showed you first, singing that song. I guess maybe it's a funeral song because they showing pictures of her singing that look like dead people in the background. Ain't this cute, people? Look at that baby there with those baby chickens. Ain't that so cute? Man, let's see. Look at this girl. Look how skinny she is. To me, that's too skinny. I wouldn't mind having one that skinny, but man, look how tall she is. She got to be over 6 foot tall. I like to hit the plus on TikTok, but TikTok got a limit on how many people you can hit the plus to. I'm over my limit. TikTok needs to change it. That's too young to show. Look at this buffalo. Look at his hat the buffalo got on. Ain't that pretty? Here's a woman that's sweeping the baby kitty cats up. And a mama cat just standing there looking at her. I guess she's helping the mama cat put the babies back in the bed. They probably 3 or 4 weeks old, something like that. They might be older. No, that's a pretty gray cat. I call them blue boys. She's 30 years old, people. God, God bless her, people. I don't know why God made people like it, but He has reasons for everything. I always show this one video. Here's the Barbie robot. I'm going to turn the music down. She's the dancing Barbie robot. I don't know if she's from China, Japan, or some country like it. She's a young girl. I don't know. She could be 18 or 20 because those people in that country, they look awful young. They must eat the right food. I like to see this on YouTube, but most of her videos are her doing the robot things on TikTok. But maybe China or wherever she's from don't allow her to do YouTube. I don't know. But she does dance like a robot. aided all past presidents. That's before my time, people. I got the audio turned down because I don't know if there's music to this or not. I don't want to take a chance of getting copyrighted. This is history. There's Eisenhower. There's John F.K. There's Johnson. There's Biden. There's Trump. So, people, ain't that so cute? Look at that dog and the lion. And a puppy and a chicken.
Выходила на берег Катюша, на высокий берег, на крутой. Выходила на берег Катюша, на высокий берег, на крутой. Выходила песня.
People from Russia, can you let me know what she's singing? What's is there an English version? 'Cause I love that music. I don't know what she's singing, but some of the ones I showed you, especially with that good looking blonde that look like she's wearing a crown. I think I picked one word out of it is we. So I'm guessing this is the Russian flag. I don't know. I wasn't good in history when I was in school. I remember them teaching us about Russia, China, Japan, stuff like that. But I gotta listen to that music. I'm sorry, people. Sorry, you two people in them other country, but I would like to know, you people in Russia, what is she saying in English? It'll help me out. There's no translation for it. I think her name, they call her Candy Girl. Let's see. Uh, Man, I got to look at MatyukaAEMNR Love Polka Poccna. It looks like, but that is beautiful music, people. I wish I knew what they was singing. So, oh, I can't show that because I feel sorry for her. I can't show that because it's copyrighted. There's more of that Barbie robot dancing. You know, I like it, but I wish it was on YouTube. Here's I guess the same blonde, which I don't know anything about that. The crown, I guess she's wearing, maybe she's a VIP in Russia, but I'm going to do it again. I'm going to get.
Been a nasty girl, nasty. Расцветали яблони и груши, поплыли туманы над рекой. Выходила на берег Катюша, на высокий.
Okay, I'm asking you people again in Russia, what does this song about? Can you educate me? I think she got a pretty voice. And Russia, it's very nice of this young lady singing that song. You know, I've never been to Russia. To me, they got some nice people in Russia. And I think that's a beautiful song. I wish I had a woman like her, but I'm not rich. I'm 70 plus years old, live out in the country. I'm nobody. I couldn't have anybody like her. But that is a beautiful song. People of Russia, thank you for having beautiful ladies over there. I know when I was young, I was into a pen pal group. That was over 50 years ago. I was probably 15, 16, somewhere in there. I had a bunch of pen pals from Russia when it was free. Now I think they charge you for it. Now everybody's looking for a sugar daddy. I'm sorry, ladies, I ain't got no money. So that leaves you out. But by her wearing a hat, I say she's an important person in Russia. If you people lives in Russia, you can leave a comment. Let me know what she's singing about. I think it's a pretty song. And you all, it looked like she got pretty blue eyes. It was my blue eyes, and she got blue eyes. If I could still have babies, they have blue eyes. My hair was that color blonde when I was younger. So I think she's a beautiful. I'm going to repost it on TikTok again. Because, you know, I think she's beautiful. I like to know what she's singing about. Now I'm watching the richest people in the world. 36 billion French. India has 36.2 billion. Hong Kong is 36.4. US, man, why couldn't I be rich? Must be 12 o'clock. My radio popped on.
Zile 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 y'all gal mille 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 mille.
I want to thank you all for joining me on a couple live streams and stuff like that. I'm watching the Turtle Boy on the talk about the Karen Reed deal. I want to thank Turtle Boy. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't got into the Karen Reed murder trial. The national news wouldn't got there if it wasn't for the Turtle Boy. And people, he is so sweet. He does good for the people. I think today he had over 50,000 people watching the video live. Wouldn't What would I do if I have that many people watching my video and live streaming it? Man, I could have 50,000 subscribers in no time. So, goodbye. Peace, my friends. God bless you. Hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe bell, hit it again, get all notifications. I want you people in Russia that's watching this. I don't know what the time difference is. Can you tell me, if you can in English, what does that song mean? I think I picked one word out of it. I think I heard her say we, but I don't know. I hope nobody get me for copyright law because I'm trying to figure out what it is. Only way I can do that is put it on my live stream and ask your people about it, where I can get an education. And I think that's beautiful music. And that blonde lady with the blue eyes, she must be a VIP, very important person, or her dad or mom is, to wear like a crown like she's wearing. Man, if I had a wife like her, man, I'd be smiling and I'd be on cloud nine if I didn't have a heart attack. But I'm nobody. I'm 70 years old on a fixed income for a heart attack slash stroke. I want to thank that new subscriber. I think they're from Missouri, I think. I hope I didn't get that wrong. They live out in the country. I think it's nice living out in the country. That's where I'm at, out in the country, but not like they are. I think that is beautiful living out in the country. I've been a city boy 65 years, but I had to move because of the politics mayor that we had that lined his pockets up. Condemned houses built during the war, which they was built good back there then. It's true, people. Charleston did have two slum landlords. I lived across the street when I lived on Winthrop, and he was a slum landlord. I ain't gonna mention his name because I think he's up in heaven. Because all they want about is that money. So goodbye. Thank you all. I got in the chat my Cash app since I'm not a full time YouTuber. So God bless you all. And people in Russia, don't get mad at me for sharing it. It's probably copyrighted. I don't know. But I like to know what that young blonde with the blue eyes singing. I think that's a pretty song. I don't know if it's your own national anthem or what, but it's a beautiful music from Russia. I hope I got the right country. By looking at the uniforms of some of them, I say it's Russia. So if you people from Russia that watches this video later tonight, tomorrow, let me know what she's singing about. I think that's a beautiful song. I've never been to Russia, but I've seen stuff on TV and other places. I hope you all don't get me on copyright law because I'm asking you a question of that music because I don't know what kind of music it is. I'm thinking it's maybe your national anthem. I don't know. That's how come I decide to put it on my YouTube channel tonight to ask you people in Russia. I think you all got a pretty country, but I've never been there. I can't afford to come over there, you know. But I think that's beautiful music. And you got a pretty girl that's singing that song, whatever it is. I think it's beautiful. I wish I could download that music and play it sometime on my YouTube channel. But it's up to you, Russia. Is that copyrighted music? You know, I would love because I think that's so sweet of music. I think she shows love in that music, and I think it's a beautiful song. I think I picked one word out of it, we, but I'm not sure. You know, that could have been we, but I don't know. So thank you. Goodbye. Have a great week. Tomorrow's Wednesday, or today's Wednesday, since it's after midnight. I gotta go pick up the weekly newspaper. Might stop and get some more canned cat food, maybe. I don't know. I got to see. I got plenty cat food to last me until payday. So, my day is planned. I got to get up there and clean my leaf filters up. People, you can talk to leaf filter and show them the video and tell them, say, you all watch those videos on TV. You don't have to put your ladder up and clean them out anymore. Bullshit. Sorry, people. It upsets me. And the leaf filter is out of Louisville, Kentucky. I put it up on December the 1st of 2023, which they screwed me, you know. But that's okay. They got to put up with God. God will punish leaf filter for what they done to me. That's false advertisement. Can I turn them into the Federal Trade Commission for false advertisement? Where you don't have to clean the filter, clean your gutters out. That's a bullshit lie, leaf filter. And you saw the video I uploaded about leaf filter. It shows you that I climb a ladder to clean it. I'll probably do another one tomorrow when I go up there and finish this one by my bedroom window. If I fall off my ladder because of that, any lawyers out there, it's in Indiana or Kentucky, can I sue them for false advertisement and me getting hurt? You know, plus it upsets me. I'm not supposed to get upset with 4 heart attacks slash strokes. You all know the difference. The last one put me in the hospital for about a week or two. So that's something your lawyers out there in Kentucky and Indiana, to me, that's false advertisement. You don't have to clean your gutters out, this and that. And they said, well, the wind blow it off, blow it off. Bullshit. They lied to you. People, be wary of these filter systems. They lied to you. Leaf Filter lied to me just like they lied to you. The company from Leaf Filter is in Louisville, Kentucky. And people, they lied to you. You still gonna have to climb your ladder and you're gonna have to clean them filters off of that debris. It's up there. You saw it. You saw it in the video that I uploaded earlier Tuesday. I don't know what kind of complaint I can file against them. False advertisement. Your lawyers, it's out there on the planet. What can I do? You know, what's my outcome for me and other people who spent thousands of dollars for a leaf filter that you're not supposed to climb your ladder anymore. I know some of your lawyers probably got leaf filters. Mine been up since December, so December the 1st, January, February, March, April, May, June. 6 months. 6 months, people. They put the shaft to me and you all. I'll leave it there for you all to decide what to, to do. But I stay away from them or anything like that. To me, that's false advertisement. Sorry, leaf filter, but you are assholes. You are assholes for lying to we, the people of the United States. So that's all I got to say, people. I know a few people that when I uploaded that video, some of them wasn't happy when they saw that. Maybe you all think twice of buying a leaf filter. People, I don't know what to do. I'm 70 plus years old. So I'm asking your opinions, any lawyers out there, what can I do? What can I do, people out there, about leaf filter? I want to protect the other people where they don't have to climb ladders. They said you don't have to climb ladders, clean your gutters out. Bullshit again. You still have to climb the ladders and you still have to clean it out. You saw the video that I've done. I'm going to show you some more. I got that one by the bedroom. I got to get close to the downspout where I can clean that out. The one up on my front porch, I got to clean out. The one there on the back side of my house, it's probably 20 feet long. So I'm going to have to clean that. So I'm asking you people, what can I do? I know there's lawyers out there watching it. I know there's lawyers that got the leaf filters. I'm asking you all. So God bless your soul. Have some good time. Thank you all for watching. Hit the thumbs up. Um, hit the subscribe bell. Hit it again where you get all the notifications. I might live stream some of the Karen Reed thing tomorrow. I might watch it. I might be live on StreamYard, but until they bring the verdict in, because there's no use to sit there and watch a blank YouTube video about anything. So I'm hoping and I pray to God that they find her not guilty. And somebody asked Turtle Boys, and they heard there's some indictments of those police officers, at least 71 of them. I think 6 or 7 of them done got arrested. But Turtle Boy hasn't heard anything about it. But there's one YouTuber, I think it was a lady, that had it on their YouTube channel. Of six or seven getting arrested out of 71 that the FBI arrested today. That's only my opinion. So God bless you all. Thank you, Russia.